Simply put, the 12 steps are a program of action based on age-old spiritual principles designed to break through the denial inherent in the illness of addiction, locate and eradicate the blockages, keeping the addict from locating God's power, and institute a new design for living meant to allow the addict to remain free of their illness and grow in God consciousness for the rest of their lives. The steps are remarkably simple and can be worked in as quickly as a few days. They don't need to, but they certainly can be. The steps themselves can be broken up into 3 distinct stages in the following manner. First, the preparation steps. Step 1 tells us what the problem is. That, you may ask, is the problem my problem? If it is, step 2 details the solution to the problem, and step 3 asks that you choose between further pursuing the problem or engaging the solution. If you choose to go forward, this is declared with a prayer, bringing us into the second part, the program of action. Step 4 is a detailed list of all the things that have been blocking you from the solution, from the power you seek. And step 5 has the list shared with another person, allowing an understanding of the patterns of your failure. Step 6 is the process of preparing to get your hands off these blockages and have them removed. And step 7 is the process of asking, through prayer, that this should begin to occur. Step 8 is the creation of a list of all the harm that was caused as a product of your being blocked. And step 9 commences the process of making proper amends to those on that list. At this point, if the work has been honest and thorough, you will have recovered from a hopeless state of mind and body. That is the promise of the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and is shown true over 7 decades, which then moves us into the maintenance and growth steps, the actual program of action moving forward, or the design for living. Step 10 grants us a design for ongoing accountability with our own behavior. Step 11 grants us a design for ongoing connection and expansion in our relationship with a higher power. And step 12 grants us a design for a life of service and a guideline for the ongoing practice of spiritual principles. Real recovery is not figuring out how to avoid alcohol and drugs, but having the problem lifted out of you so that you have the freedom of neither thinking about them nor thinking about the last sentence. Dang.
Go ahead and just pick it up from, why don't you just back up about a second and we'll just flip it there.
Okay. And step 12 grants us a design for a life of service and a guideline for the ongoing practice of spiritual principles. Real recovery is not about learning to avoid alcohol and drugs. That's not a design for living. Real recovery is doing the work to have this problem literally lifted out of you so that you can live happy, joyous, and free, waking up every day where you are neither thinking about avoiding alcohol and drugs nor thinking about doing alcohol and drugs. The conversation has literally left the equation.
Great. Can you back up to where you started one more time? I think your hands were down the first time.
Ah.
Your hands will magically appear, so can you give me that one more time with your hands down?
Yeah. And step 12 grants us a design for a life of service and a guideline for the ongoing practice of spiritual principles in all our relationships. Understand that real recovery is not figuring out how to avoid alcohol and drugs. That's not a design for living. Real recovery is having this problem lifted right out of you through this kind of work, which allows a person to live in freedom, happy, joyous, and free, waking up every day finding that they're neither thinking about using nor thinking about not using. The problem has literally been lifted out of the equation.